in my hands the actual police report. And here's the hard part. I want to be able to read this for you, but it is so filled with expletives that I'm going to have to do some edit fly. Okay, so I'm going to edit on the fly because the police officer who responded said that it is just rife with F-bombs. Part of it is, why did you stop me? Why the F are you doing this? What the F did I do? I ain't got no F-ing weapons. Why the F? I think that's supposed to be, what the F are you doing? Wait, I think we just got the mugshot in of Justin Bieber at the Miami. Well, I wouldn't be smiling if I were you, young Justin Drew Bieber, because a mugshot is nothing to be proud of. Maybe it gives you street cred in the music world, but he could be facing a world of hurt, couldn't he, over this?
He could, but look, if you're his defense attorney, there's a couple of things you're going to hone in on. First of all, let's examine the charges. And if you examine the charges, a DUI, driving under the influence, is a misdemeanor offense, in addition to the reckless driving, which could also be construed as a misdemeanor offense. And so why that's relevant, actually, is you look at his exposure. What could he face ultimately? And, of course, a misdemeanor is a world different from a felony charge, because when you get into felony charges, then you examine his Canadian status, and you would, on that basis, get into deportation.
Yeah, but you're not facing that. Let's remind everybody that he's one of my fellow Canadians. Yeah, however, he has not gone the route that I went, which is becoming a United States citizen. He told Rolling Stone magazine he had no intention ever to become a United States citizen.
Sup, YouTube? This is Dragon, and this is the Coy and Dragon News Network. Well, as you just saw, Justin Bieber was arrested for driving under the influence and, while pulled over by the police, retorted with numerous explicatives that put him in an even worse situation. Now, from my observation, I feel that there is a deeper underlying issue when it comes to the mental state of Justin Bieber. I want you to consider a few factors. 1. He consistently seeks to portray a bad boy image, and is not just any bad boy image. It's a hypermasculine, don't give a damn about anyone, rebellious and defiant image. The fact that he is smiling in his mugshot shows that he is an individual that could care less about the lives he puts in danger while driving under the influence, and, at the very least, does not know the true consequence of his actions and what they could have caused. Now, upon first glance, you may feel that he is pretentious, irrational, and acts without any rhyme or reason. As far as the exterior is concerned, this definitely is a logical assessment. However, what do you think is causing this? Why is he acting this way? I mean, really, who in their right mind would feel it's okay to smile in a mugshot? There was nothing positive about this at all. Yet, his demeanor was that of a young man who feels as though he's invincible, or at least tries to portray it as such. This happens because we, as a society, facilitate this to happen. Let's point out a few key factors. He was drinking underage, smoking weed, and had prescription drugs illegally in his system. And just prior to this, he allegedly caused $20,000 in damage to another man's property via an egg-throwing incident. And after having his house raided, drugs were found in almost every corner of his mansion. Now, personally, for me, when it comes to drugs, especially marijuana, I don't give a damn what you do in your free time. It's your body, and with proper comprehensive education, you should be free to do with your body whatever you want to do with it, as long as you're not endangering the lives of others. However, I digress. Imagine if you did all the things that Justin Bieber did. Do you think that after all of the madness you would have caused, that you would have walked out of jail the next day with a measly $2,500 bond? What type of mindset do you feel all of this creates? It only reinforces the idea that being a hypermasculine, irresponsible idiot is fine, and that nothing serious will happen no matter what one does. This is the type of thinking that needs to change. We can't give any special privileges to people just because of their popularity, or for any reason to be exact. If there is to be equal justice, then there should be an equal share of the consequence. Anyway, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you feel anything I'm saying makes sense? Do you completely disagree with everything I'm saying? I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? Heck, I'm open to all forms of opinion. Well, see ya.